Hello everyone, welcome back to Ogre Battle 64. This is more golden or silver voice Pyro as I'm having an early morning recording session. In the last episode, we decided to turn traitor, and now the fluffy pillows are on the run from the government of Lotus, and we're helping out the Revolutionary Army. It's probably not good for Slappy, but he's following his heart. And the first assignment we need to go to for the Revolutionary Army is this way at Gunther Piedmont. Whatever that means, I don't know what a Piedmont is. But anyway, Scene 7, A New Beginning. I'm hoping my voice holds out because, I know it will, but when I brushed my teeth this morning, I got some in the back of my throat, and now it's burning, and it's the worst. How did I do his voice? I would like you and the fluffy pillows to act as a mobile force, commanded by you, of course. Mobile force? Are we on our own? That's correct. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I need you to go to the mine in Gunther, and once you liberate the area, head north to Dardunelas. You will understand why once you get there. I'm counting on you, Slappy. Alright, Frederick. Now that you're my friend. Oh, that looks lonely. Since Dio is no longer with us, he's just not part of the war councils anymore. He's not going to be part of the birthday scenes. He's just gone. I don't know when or if I could even get him back. Like I said, I've never been down this route before. I thought it would be pretty interesting to follow. This will be our first campaign as the Revolutionary Army. Hugo. What's the matter, Slappy? Do you think they don't trust us? What are you talking about? You're thinking too much. Just leave the thinking to me, you old whippersnapper. Young whippersnapper. But these are really guerrilla tactics, and we're alone in this. It doesn't matter if we succeed or fail. What does that tell you? Don't rush, Slappy. Besides, you cannot gain trust that easily, correct? Concentrate on the details for now. More like concentrate on your job. You stupid kid. Let's get started. Our headquarters will be in Takua, the land of commerce. You must reach the Gunther mines, a day's march to the southeast. Liberate the mine from the southern division. Now regarding the route to take, liberating the nearby strongholds won't be a problem. However, the rough terrain surrounding the Gunther mines will be a challenge. Marching on that terrain will eat up a lot of time, and we should expect enemy troops to ambush us. We must be doubly cautious about where we travel. We should either form units specializing in mountains and terrain and march directly on the mines, or go around the long way and approach the mines from the south. I don't think I have any mountain units, so we may have to do the south way. But we are getting 2 units in this stage, 2 new leaders, one of whom we have to clear the stage first, the other one we can get while we're there. Now we have one more objective. To rescue a man who... Yes, thank you, Hugo, for explaining what I was literally saying right there. To rescue a man who could be of great help to the Revolutionary Army. Who is he? Ansabel Burrow. He was once known as the Iron Hammer of Palatinus. If he didn't rebel against Lotus, he would have been a high-ranking officer by now, but he's quite a stubborn fella. Do you know him? I guess you can say so. Well, Slappy? Isn't this a good opportunity for us to gain the trust? If we complete this assignment, we'll certainly be part of grander operation as members of the Revolutionary Army. Tell me honestly, Hugo, who are you? Why do you know so much? It's mere coincidence, except for you. I fought alongside Ankeseth, your father. My father? You were in the Central Division. Yep, that's right. I know Ankeseth was assigned as Prince Yumel's bodyguard, that you and Prince Yumel were friends, and I also know what actually took place during that incident. Oh shit! I wouldn't have imagined. I didn't intend to hide it. It's just that I couldn't find the right moment to tell you. I understand why you wanted to keep some distance between you and your father, but it's now a thing of the past. For me, and for you, and for your father. Come on, we need to go. Alright. Okay. So, consulting the FAQ really quickly, I get Catria. So, Ansabel is automatic. Essentially. But I need to get Catria, so to get her I need to go to K's. Okay. So, we need to find the city of K's and make that our first priority. And then we can form a plan on how exactly to get there. So, where is K's? That one. The morale of 57. Alright. So, morale 57. 31. Might be able to capture that one, but I doubt it. 69. All of our units are too high in alignment right now, as you... 47. Yeah, we're gonna have to... 73. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go south. We're going to ignore these two cities. I think this unit will eventually come after us, and certainly we'll have some attacks from that direction. But there's no reason right now to try to get... Stop that. There's no reason to try to get this eastern city, because it's strategically unimportant for us. Nor this one. Again, if we're shooting for the best... And I'm going to try to stop repeating myself, but if we're shooting for the best ending, it makes sense to go for it because we can liberate it this early. But when we're shooting for the bad ending, we need to liberate as few cities as possible and capture as many as possible. So, since this city has a high morale, we're going to send our lowest morale unit after it, which I believe is Kalen. But Kalen's been liberating just about everything. So, highest... Okay, this is from highest to lowest. So our lowest... Yep, it's Kalen. Kalen is our lowest unit for alignment. So Kalen alone will be dispatched to the west. And... Slappy will hold in headquarters. I don't think I need to do anything else because Kalen's fairly strong. The only problem will be is if she gets the crap kicked out of her by this unit, but I think she'll be okay. We did plenty of training between episodes. She should have no problem at least pushing that unit out. Oh, hey. Yeah, he's coming on the field to meet her. How about that? 2 wizards, 1 is not optimally placed. 2 knights, 1 is not optimally placed. Ooh, that's useful. Where are you guys set to? Autonomous, alright. I thought I reset everyone's thing. I'm being very good about resetting everybody's tactics and items and everything between every battle for this reason. Okay, that was a solid shot. I hate losing soldiers already. Oh, we actually lost that fight. That's less than good. I kind of need to protect... I kind of need to protect those soldiers better, but... there's just no way to do it in this formation. We either need frontline fighters in this formation, or I may need to consider dropping soldiers entirely from Kalen's unit. It's one of the risks and rewards you get from playing this game, and I really like it. You really have to think ahead to how you want your military to run. That worked out. Kalen herself managed to paralyze both units that attacked twice, so that worked out pretty well for her. Whoa. Alright, Kalen, I need you to halt, because he's gonna just come after you. And I don't want you flanked. That's gonna be even worse for you. Oh, the soldiers are doing basically no damage at this point. If our people would target the... wizards, we'd have a lot better shot here. At least we're keeping that back wizard in check, but... Oh, man. This one's gonna go back and forth for a while. We'll have to bring in another unit to protect Kaylin and help defend the city, because she's going to have to retreat after this and restore her soldiers. Had I known this was going to happen, I wouldn't have sent her. I would have sent another unit to sort of be the main attacker. And I'm intentionally not using heal leaves because I didn't think it'd be necessary, but... Oh boy, she's pincered. That's less than good. Alright, I can't... She's gonna keep getting the crap kicked out of her if she stays. Alright, well, time to withdraw. That was a bad idea. Alright, so now... We're gonna head back in here and we're gonna think this through a little bit better. So the first thing we're gonna do is replace soldiers. And we need to restore the item I just used from her, so... Where is she? There she is. Alright, so now we're going to resort the units by level. And that is... Who is that? It's Tila. Man, that's still front row. I mean, the soldiers are in the front row there. Alright, I'm gonna change a couple things here. Alright. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to send both Kaylin's unit and Tila's unit. Tila's going to be dispatched to hunt down this unit. And then we're going to dispatch Kaylin to the city. And that should work. Yeah, he's gonna run off. Now, he'll probably start to cross the bridge again as we get there. I can halt Kaylin on the other side. Yep, here he comes. Alright, so, Kaylin. We're gonna halt her on this side of the bridge. And we'll let Tila handle the rest of this. Unfortunately, he was able to heal... Oh! Actually, he's kind of rocked the leader on that one. I didn't realize we did that much damage to him. Can't believe we've lost 4 soldiers already, though. That's a lot of dudes. Because we're only getting about 8 per battle. You can see how strong the wizards are. They're no joke. Nice! Okay, that's okay. It's okay that we lost that fight because their unit is now leaderless. So, we're going to call a halt, or a pause. Alright, Tila, I need you to heal up both your soldiers and your archer who got the crap kicked out of her. Yeah, this is where we're going to start using heal leaves quite a bit, and it's okay. Heal leaves are cheap. Eventually we'll have to upgrade to heal seeds, I believe, which heal for more, but it'll work out for us. And now, Kaylin, you can proceed to the stronghold because you will be safe. And we're hitting them from the back, which is even better because we can keep both those wizards in check. They each will only get 1 attack, since neither of them are in the back row. This is much better for us. This is why hunting down leaders in Ogre Battle is sometimes useful. In Ogre Battle Classic, it's less useful, because in Ogre Battle Classic, even if a unit was leaderless, it would retreat back to headquarters, and then its leader would be resurrected, and then it would just come after you again. The only way to permanently eliminate a unit in Ogre Battle Classic was to hunt down all members of its unit before it could get healed up at a city or whatever. And luckily they changed that for Ogre Battle 64, so it's a little bit more even for you. So Tila is hunting that unit down, and bam, please tell me, yes, we captured it! Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Alright, pause. Never mind. Also, this won't affect you guys at all, but I'm breathing a lot better than I did in the last few episodes, which you wouldn't have been able to notice because I took the time to listen to every second of my episodes before putting them up, and every time I sniffed into the microphone, I edited it out, which made all the episodes take forever to edit, but resulted in a much better product for you guys. And I am breathing better now, which means I think I'm going to... Awesome! Good job, guys. I think I'm going to have a lot less problem editing this episode because I am sniffling a lot less. Alright, Tila is going to wipe this unit out. In this fight, one wizard in the front row is not going to be a threat. Yep, when soldiers take you out, you know you're pretty decked. Okay. And we get a heal seed. Excellent. Alright, go ahead and retreat back to the city. Now, the next city has a morale of 57. That's right in the center. It doesn't matter who goes after that one. So, this one has a low morale, so we want a high level or high alignment unit to deal with it. Let's sort our units by seeing who has the highest alignment. Whoops. Highest alignment is Troy? Yep, that's Troy. Alright, so Troy will get to... No. Troy will get dispatched. Okay. So, since it doesn't matter who goes after the next city, we're sending the entire army. And then this is where I can show you that there's a waypoint system which I haven't been using. So if you go here, and you say go here, but then before hitting OK on Masaka, see how it has that little number 1 up there? It's because it's a waypoint, so you do this. It's one of the few strategy games I've seen in, say, console. Well, first of all, it's one of the few strategy games I've seen in consoles, period. But it's one of the few games that actually are smart enough to have waypoints. In Ogre Battle Classic for the Super NES, it was unable to have waypoints, probably because the system couldn't handle it. But in the re-release of Ogre Battle Classic for the PlayStation, they did add waypoints, which was pretty cool. And it was a lot more useful than just hoping your people knew what they needed to do. It's rare to ever need waypoints in this game, but it's good to keep things a little bit more controlled. I found that I needed them a lot in Ogre Battle Classic when I sort of gave the units a bit of a... I needed to give them a roundabout route to a spot, because in Ogre Battle Classic, and this game for that matter, when you give a waypoint, the unit tries to find the fastest path, whether that means traveling along the road or flying if they're a flying unit, going through forests if they're a forest unit, and so on. So having a waypoint system is better when you need to make sure they avoid a certain thing or not. And you can see they don't stop. They're not actually stopping at the city. I may have given a waypoint unnecessarily, but it still let me control where everybody was going a little bit better. Alright, Tila and Kayla need to face southeast. Tila's refusing to face southeast. She's keeping her eye on this unit, who is named Mina. But again, we're not even going to worry about that side of the entire map. Do I have this set to fast still? I do, wow. I like playing games in normal. I don't ever like speeding them up, but I'm doing this for the sake of the show. I like taking my time with games. As longtime fans know, it's just the way I play. I like being very patient and meticulous. Alright, their backmost unit, their leader, is going to be a bit of a threat because she casts acid, which hits everybody, I believe. Or not. Huh, never mind. It's not a terrible formation. It's pretty balanced. Ooh. Aww. What class is that? That's like a female wizard. I know they changed a few of the classes around for this game, like how wizards do not attack physically from the front row anymore. Alright, sorceress, okay. Is there even a sorceress unit in Ogre Battle Classic? I'm trying to remember. And now, as you can see, it's taking many units and attrition to win these fights. This is no longer as easy as it was. The game takes a slight tick in difficulty, or gains a slight tick in difficulty, after you turn traitor, which is good. I mean, you know, as I said, the first few matches are very easy because the game never uses ideal and optimized formations. It doesn't use full formations and full units. Ah, here we go. Do you belong to the Revolutionary Army? Please help Aznabel. Aznabel, rather. Do you mean Aznabel, the leader of Gunther? Is there another one? Anyway, a while ago before you arrived, he was arrested for contacting the Revolutionary Army. I beg you, please save Aznabel. You got it. Don't worry, that's exactly why we're here. Then allow me to go with you, please. Okay. If you'd like. But why are you so worried? My name is Katria Birol. Aznabel is my father. Alright. So we now have a new unit. Pause. Because she should be available immediately. Let's see. Oh, she's just a character, not a unit. Copy that. Alright, so she can lead a unit, but I want one more before I add her, because having a cleric, an Amazon, and 3 soldiers is not exactly a winning strategy here. And we already have 10 units out on the field, which is our maximum. So even if I formed a unit with Katria as the lead, she would not be able to do anything. So we're going to hold her back for now, but we need to remember her. And if we gain a fighter or anything in the course of this battle, then we can create a new unit for her. Oh, I should have moved the soldiers. Oh well, too late now. For a second I thought they might have a chance of pushing us out, but after that golem's shot against the Valkyrie, that's not going to happen. Yeah, they won't be able to hit us that hard. Although that sorceress is really doing damage. Oh, man. Excellent. Cam's unit's doing really well. Alright, so Cam, I need you to swap your soldiers. Dang it. I always hit start to exit and I'm not sure why. Okay, let me... Thank you, game. Alright. Oh yeah, we have VCAP now. VCAP was a requested name, and we had a new unit form, so VCAP is now here. Shout out to Tevin Fields, who gave us that name. Tevin Fields did not specify a gender for VCAP, so we went with a girl for that one, because I don't know why I'm saying we. It's reflex from doing the show with the Akamura. Anyway. Yes, keep that soldier healed. Oh, that's not good. It's not a big deal, but it's not that good. VCAP was pushed back. No problem. Cam will deal with it. Even though this is a little painful for Cam's unit, at least he's gaining a few points for his soldiers. Ah. Really? She's gonna keep trying. She is going to keep trying. Yep. The smart thing to do would be to run off to another city. Well, she paid for that hubris. Okay. Well, we have 2 cities firmly in our grasp. Now we are going to head east and take the next one. And this city, again, that is the morale of 31. Our highest unit is... Is it still... Is it still Troy? It is still Troy. Alright. Oh, because he's got the ferries. That makes sense. Alright, so Troy is going to be taking that city. Now, I may have to do the same thing I did before. Oh, he's tired. Let's just wait until morning. Let's get 1 unit facing the correct direction so we don't get attacked. And we just need to wait until about 7 o'clock and everyone should be nice and healthy. There we go. Alright, so Troy is ordered to move east, but we're going to back him up with at least a couple other units. Oops. I guess Sin. May as well take the ones who are weakest for the Vanguard. Actually, I guess I should send everybody. And I'm parking them outside of town because I want to ensure that Troy is the one who liberates that city. Oh, hey, Leia. Forgot you were even here. And VCAP. And then Aethel and Komoko can stay in this city. Yeah, Aethel and Komoko can stay in this city. To guard it from any future attacks. Alright, there we go. Alright, charge, men and women. Oh, it's kind of cool watching them march like that. If only they would march in formation, like if they marched in step. And that unit is comprised of... What are we doing? Hi, Acute Shaman. Hello, Marionette. Okay, Reeves, let's see what your group is. 3 frontline fighters and a ferry. Okay. That puts Troy's unit at a disadvantage because his soldiers are in the front row. But we might be alright anyway. That unit is not wanting to move, unlike the previous one. He is not wanting to come out and engage. He is going to stay in his city and not move. Alright, so we're going to have to possibly deal with that. Let's see how well Troy does against this unit before we panic too hard. Oof, they have a lot of hit points. Not a lot of offense, though. They're ganging up on Troy. Yeah, they're hitting about as well as the... Uh-oh, that's a problem. We're gonna lose the fight. But I would rather them gang up on Troy because I can heal him. And I can keep him nice and healthy despite the fact that he's taking all this abuse, unlike the soldiers. Oh, we won that fight? Well, that's a surprise. Alright. I wasn't so sure about that one after we got one of our attacks blocked, but okay. Troy, please heal yourself. I think heal leaves cure, yeah, 100 hit points. Those will be nice and useful for a while. Capture? Excellent. Oh, yes, everything is coming up Pyro. Alright, everybody, please continue on into the... Not you, Sen. Everybody else, continue on to the stronghold and start resting up. Troy will engage, but he is getting to play defense, and even if he is pushed out, which he won't be, he'll have plenty of backup. Yeah, they are absolutely ganging up on Troy. Shouldn't be a big deal. Yes! Oh, that was nice. And he won't get a second attack now. Yeah, we've definitely got this one in hand. Fairies seem to always hit their magic missiles. I do not recall seeing a fairy miss. They may not hit very hard, but accuracy is sometimes very useful. Especially in fights like this, when the damage is so piddly that anything will be good. Excellent. So I'm not going to hunt that unit down because it's just going to keep chasing us anyway. We may as well just hang out in the city and see who he faces. Since Troy is the stronger... I think Troy's the strongest unit, in fact, in this group. No matter who he fights, it's good for us. Oh, he's facing VCAP, okay. That works out better for us anyway. The soldiers on the right will probably take a magic missile, but that's what the cleric is for. Ooh, man, they hit hard. Oh, never mind. This one's a much less advantageous for us. We will absolutely lose this fight. VCAP's gonna need some training after this fight. Yeah, it's definitely a loss. Good God. No big deal. What? VCAP was... VCAP was pushed backwards into a hidden treasure. That's fantastic. Alright, this should be more in our favor. Oh man, they do hit super hard though. Oof. Yeah, we're hitting alright, but we're not hitting that hard. However, we are wearing them down. I mean, we can heal and they cannot, so this is mainly attrition. Well, that's that. And we'll definitely hunt this unit down, since it's not going to be that difficult to deal with. I may as well have Sin use a... I wonder if that's how it's determined who fights, when they're all in the same exact position. Wait a minute. Never mind, because they weren't following the list. Who was that? That was Cute Shaman. He was the second one listed. That's odd. I don't know. Maybe they're off by just a pixel or two from their stack. Alright. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs and exacts of the mechanics, and that's fine. Q Shaman needs the experience points anyway. And their unit is now leaderless. Excellent. Ooh, that was a strong hit. Damn, fighter. Wow. I thought fairies were harder to hit than that. Maybe they nerfed that too for Ogre Battle 64. Alright. Well, we're going to use our weakest unit to hunt them down, which I think is VCAP. We'll see once she stacks with the others. Alright, no, it's Sin. Sin's the weakest. Alright, Sin, you got it. Oops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Unit, go. That's that. Okay, now the waypoint system is really useful because I need to pull... I forget which unit is northwest, but I need to pull one of them down here to the south because I want to hit their final base with absolutely everybody all at once. So this is going to be another one of those moments where not a whole lot is going to be happening. Aethel, you get to move up. The weaker characters get to move up because we want to balance the experience. Oh! Yup, see how they're now attacking? I knew that would happen. Alright, so Kaylin remains where she is. Tila will be moved up. They are now... Yeah, so this is where we use a waypoint because I don't want her to risk going east for some reason to send her that way. So they're abandoning their cities and trying a new attack against us because they're desperate. They know that we've got them pinched. But Slappy should be totally fine. And if he isn't, we will send a unit back to help out. But I cannot imagine he's going to have problems here. I say, even though he is getting the shit kicked out of him. His healing does not help with the calculation of... Ooh, boy. I might have to insta-pause. Healing does not help with the calculation of how much damage was inflicted to determine a winner if neither side is wiped. Oh, a pager charged. Ah! I didn't get it off in time. Alright, insta-pause or we're gonna lose this battle. Okay. Who is our most powerful unit aside from Slappy? I cannot believe that happened. Alright. Let's see. Slappy's number 1, Kamoko's number 2. Trying to think if that's gonna be a effective matchup. I think it would be okay. Alright, so we need to find Cam and teleport him back home. I believe he's southwest? Yes. And I'm going to have to leave this city vacant. But that's okay. Alright, so Cam retreats, and we're going to head into the organized screen and restore his soldiers. And then we will immediately dispatch Cam. And he will engage that unit while Slappy tries to get back home. Oh boy. And this is why we buy quick gates. Yeah, that should work out better for us. Yes! Alright, yeah, we've definitely won this fight. Yes, excellent. Yeah, they can't do anything against us. At least not that hard. I'm surprised that Valkyrie Leader got a second attack since we shoved her to the back row. Alright. That gives us some breathing room. I cannot believe they destroyed Slappy that hard. Oof. Alright, Kaylin, I need you to retreat too. We better make sure we've got a decent force to meet theirs. Good God. In Ogre Battle Classic, if your home base was taken, you were simply kicked back out to the map screen to try again, and I believe everyone's levels held anyway. Ogre Battle 64 is different. If your main base gets taken, it's just straight game over. Load it up, try again. This is going to be a net loss in soldiers. Alright, their unit's now leaderless, even if we lost the fight, which I think we didn't. We did lose the fight. Oh my god. It should be okay because Slappy's right there and she's forced to retreat. Okay, we are okay. We're gonna hunt that unit down anyway, because now I'm angry, but everything should be fine. This is much better for us. All they have is frontline fighters, and their soldiers are broken up into 2 rows. It's easy enough to handle. I like in this game that formations can mean more than unit makeup, because we are clearly on level, but because we just had a bad matchup with freaking 4 Valkyries and a Sorceress or whatever that was, even Slappy's unit was pushed back. Alright, I'm gonna tell Cam to retreat, because I want to get his unit reorganized. Need to replace his soldiers once more, and give him items to carry, including another quick gate. Alright. Now we can dispatch him again, but this time we'll dispatch him to... Actually, never mind. I was going to dispatch him to one of the cities to guard it, but I kind of want to hold here until I know that we can handle this mess. Fight it out. The Akamura is now up. I'm recording this on a Sunday morning. This is mainly to warm up my throat, and because I wanted to get a little work done. I'm very much enjoying Ogre Battle 64. This does not feel like work anyway, so I was like, let's record an episode. Or maybe a second episode. Yep, we'll have these guys in control now. Okay. I'm going to have Sin hold back, or is that Tila? It's Tila. I'm going to have her hold back at this stronghold anyway. I want to guard it. I don't think the enemy's going to go around us, but just watching my ass. I accept your challenge, says Slappy. Man, I love the music for the battle, too. It's very... Is that snare drummy? I think it's a snare drum. Anyway, I love military music. I believe this unit's still going to keep coming after us because we're not really targeting the leader. We haven't been targeting the leader. He's got almost all his hit points, so he's going to keep charging at us. Yep. And then once we take him down, we'll send a unit to hunt down the Valkyrie unit. Thank you. Tila, please face northeast. And everything should be fine now. Just had a momentary panic, but everything is okay. That might be the episode title, Momentary Panic. Go, Slappy. I really need to find the PSX, the PlayStation Ogre Battle Classic. Ogre Battle Classic's very difficult without a walkthrough, if you want specific endings or whatever. It's a little too obscure with what you have to do in order to hit certain objectives. And that's one reason why it turned me off and why I never bought it before. I've rented the game. I certainly rented and played Ogre Battle Classic on the Super NES. And I never realized how rare that game was. Ogre Battle Classic for the Super NES only had 25,000 copies released, which is basically nothing. And I was still able to play it and fondly remember it, but I rented it. I never owned it, and I had never owned it, and I'm very happy the Virtual Console exists so I could get my hands on that and this one. I didn't even realize Ogre Battle 64 existed until I was browsing the Wii Virtual Console store and found it, so... Kalen is the weaker unit. That's a surprise. Alright, go hunt that down. Kalen's a great unit for hunting down other units, because having a witch there allows me to... We'll just move Cam back here. Having a witch allows me to keep their final unit in check and hopefully hunt her down very easily. Oh, that's even better. Even better. Oh, I forgot they still had some people, too. It's not just one person there. This might actually take a little while. That's okay. They're not going to do a whole lot of damage, and I want to get the points for Kalen's unit, if nothing else. After all, if the alignment goes down, that's good for us. If we can keep if Kalen can score those soldier points and get some more Amazons, even better. Especially since we have a new leader hanging out in our barracks right now. Yes, please attack the witch, not the... Aww, they hurt me. Paralyze the one who's being mean. Or just shoot her in the face with an arrow, even better. No, this didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Ooh, that was a solid shot. Yeah, Kalen, keep gaining those levels. And this will do it. Goodbye. Thanks for playing. Alright, now that Kalen is healthy, we are going to move her up to the city that we wanted to guard. So, again, we'll use waypoints here. I think you can do up to 3 waypoints. You know, like, that's as far as I can... Yep, that's as far as I can go. That's fine. And... I don't need to delay this, though. So we're going to just send everybody now to the main boss. And I'm going to pause so they move together. But I do want to reevaluate who is where in level. So I leave the strongest person in the back, and Slappy is no longer our most powerful unit. Kalen and I think that's Komoko are stronger than he is now. Alright, everybody. Except Troy, please attack the boss. Oops. Decap's actually stronger than I thought she was. Alright. Troy stays back, everyone else goes forward. And unpause. You have your marching orders, men and women. Make me proud. Make the rebellion proud. It feels very... Excuse me. It feels very strange to me that I'm leaving one of their cities just there. Maybe even 2 of their cities, because they may not even have anybody in that second city. I don't think they do. Feels very strange to me to leave them alone, but we're standing, baby. Oh, geez, that is a strong unit. So you're the infamous fluffy pillows, huh? Traitors! You're all going to hell now! I mean, I'm not, but... I can see how you might think that. Of course, they have their leader in the front row, which is not good for them. We won't be able to do a tremendous amount of damage, but... Ooh, damn! Ooh, what level am I dealing with? That is some solid damage. Good God. Good thing VCap herself is a cleric. Holy crap. Oof. But we're wearing down their leader, so it's not really a huge deal. What? Why did you heal the fighter instead of the soldiers? What the hell is wrong with you, VCap? Alright. Alright, cute Shaman, you got this. Since all of you are frontline fighters. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We'll get him in this one. Oof. Unless all three frontliners whiff on their attacks, I think we've got them. That's it. Good job, cute Shaman. Way to play. And way to gain some alignment. I lost? Impossible. How could they kill? Hey! Hooray! Congratulations. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I need some caffeine to wake up for the stream, but my throat's killing me. Yep, 5 soldiers. We definitely had a net loss in soldiers on that one. That was unfortunate. Well, hi there. Father! Are you alright? We're safe now. I can't thank you enough for saving my father. You're Slappy. Why did you risk your life to save me? You're just like your father. You know my father? It's an old story. It looks like my daughter's made her mind up to join you. No more problems should arise here. What would you say if I offered my services to your battalion? I'm sure I can be of some help to you. Well, duh, obviously, because you're not one of the... You are not one of the... Zenobians I need to avoid, so we'll gladly accept your offer, Anspel. As Nobel. Alright then, I will fight for the people of Palatinus. He might actually even be in his own unit. I'll have to check. Okay, so before we call an end to this, I want to show you one thing that I have not been doing. Okay, he's his own unit. Alright, so he can lead. No, I do not want to order it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to form a new unit with, not you, Katrida can be the lead. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then I also need to restore soldiers. Just one. Am I out? No, I've still got 14. I only have 14 soldiers in reserve. That's really bad. That is super bad. Alright, so we're going to head back in there. So one thing I have not shown is after you clear an area, you can do a thing called area investigation and go back into the city. And there is one particular city here. Let's see, I need to go to Brooch. So that is... Where is Brooch? What the hell? There is no city called Brooch. Go to Inkwell. Oh, go to Inkwell and receive the Angel's Brooch. That's it. Ah, jeez, that's all the way over there. So we're going to dispatch Katrida's unit. And we're going to send her all the way southeast. I am probably going to time skip until she gets there. Okay, Katrida is about at Inkwell. She's there. And now she's just kind of hanging out. So what we can do is we can tell any unit to go into a stronghold. And this is where having a walkthrough would be very nice. Haven't seen you in a while, Katrida. How are you doing? Please don't worry. They are very good to me. That's great. Your mother entrusted me with this. My mother? She asked me to give this to you when you grew up. If you must sell it, it will fetch a good price, but I would try not to. Angel's Brooch. And according to the guide, it doesn't do anything. So... Whoa. Something else is happening. Katrina, are you alright? Are you hurt? Please be careful. I'll be waiting for your return. Okay. Anyway, so one thing I've not been doing is doing any area investigations to go back and get items. In Ogre Battle Classic, it was necessary to do certain things, but luckily in Ogre Battle 64, it is not. And I've been skipping it. I usually try to go for full completion, of course, with games, but it's for the show, and I'm trying to speed this along. But anyway, that will do it for today's episode. I'm going to sell that brooch, do a bunch of training, get everyone organized, might make a new unit, might promote some units. Gonna do all that stuff off camera. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode.